How are you guys doing today? My name is Austin Russell, and today I will be talking to you guys about the company that I studied throughout the course of the semester, which is titled 9 Round 30-Minute Kickbox Fitness. And I really enjoyed taking a look at this company and seeing what this company had to offer. And I personally am interested in fitness and I love boxing. While I've never done it professionally or actually fighting, I just personally love to do it for fitness, and I think it's a fun way to really activate your full body. And so I thought 9 would be a great company to study. With that said, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the client, about 9 Round. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the consumer, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about how 9 Round uses social media well, and then how they could possibly maybe improve a little bit on their social media. I was overall very impressed with their social media presence, and I thought they did a great job on social media. But every company can grow and every company can improve. And then I hope you guys are able to learn a lot and to get a glimpse of 9 Round and of the company. And so the first thing I want to talk about as a client is about 9 Round. 9 Round is pretty self-explanatory. It's a kickboxing/boxing gym, and it started in South Carolina by a professional fighter, and his name is Shannon Hudson. And it was started back in 2008 in Greenville, South Carolina, and it already has expanded to having over 700 locations worldwide, which is just absolutely crazy. It is unbelievable to me to think about the fact that the company was able to go from such a small, little gym in Greenville, South Carolina to growing to having over 700 locations worldwide. That to me is absolutely crazy and just shows that 9 Round is clearly doing something right. Like I said, it is a gym, and the only difference between the 9 Round gym and a Gold's Gym or a Planet Fitness is the fact that they specialize in boxing and kickboxing. Another thing that is different is they are big believers in the fact that you only need 30 minutes a day to get a good workout. Whereas it used to be, people used to think that you needed, an hour and a half, 2 hours of your day to keep up with your fitness and to be able to see actual true growth and gains in the gym. Whereas this just absolutely isn't true. According to 9 Round, they believe that if you just up your intensity and you actually use your time well while you're at the gym, then you can knock that time, like I said, down to 30 minutes if you do it with the proper eating. And the cool thing about 9 Round is they actually can back that statement up. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Like I said, they have over 700 locations worldwide, and a membership is about $99 with a startup fee. And it's about $59 a month after that. And so it's pretty expensive, more expensive than most gyms, but for boxing and kickboxing, it's the good price side of things. And so it's a little bit about the company itself. They do a great job of using many different social media channels. They have a website, which is wonderful: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and they also use YouTube. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. Some of the competition is, I already mentioned them, but any sort of fitness gym, whether it's local or a chain, so Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym, Cornerstone Fitness is a local gym in Lynchburg, anything like that, as well as any local boxing gym or kickboxing gym where fighters will go to train. That is also competition. And then one that's more kind of in their lane is Rumble Boxing, which is pretty much the exact same thing as kickbox or as 9 Round. They offer classes for a lot of different types of people, and they do a really good job, Rumble does, of being young and focusing their market on the young people, while 9 Round tries to hit all walks of life. I'm going to go and talk a little bit about the consumer. The consumer for 9 Round is honestly anyone who is looking to get healthier and get motivated and change their lifestyle, whether it's someone who's never worked out before and who's just looking at a good place to start. They offer classes at that level, or whether it's someone who is in great shape, and they grew up working out, and they go to a gym regularly, and they're just looking for a change of pace than just the regular bench press and squat. They also are great for that, or even if it's someone who loves to fight and they're training and they're a fighter and they want to pursue fighting, it's a wonderful place for that as well. They when you first turn to their website, you see that they not only do they have a really well organized and a well-rounded website, one that's very easy to manage and very appealing to the eye, which is extremely important. They also have, like I said, a very descriptive and clear website, which is perfect for the consumer. The consumer can go to their website and can see, oh wait, I don't have to be a professional fighter to use 9-round. I can be Joe from Mississippi, and I can go and I can never have boxed before, and yet I can go to this place, this gym, 9-round, and I can learn how to box, learn how to fight, learn how to possibly defend myself, as well as getting a wonderful workout in and for only just 30 minutes a day. It's absolutely brilliant. And I think the biggest target market that 9-round is trying to hit is the person who is just the average everyday person. Most likely people who are already in good shape and who already go to a gym are pretty happy with where they're at. And then a professional fighter usually will use a local gym that they really like, that they can really dive in and use. Whereas the person who is just the average Joe may be looking for something to do, and they know that they don't have an hour and a half, 2 hours to spend in the gym. They have to go home, they have to work. When they come home, they want to spend time with their spouse. They want to possibly spend time with their kids. And they don't have an hour and a half. Whereas somewhere like 9-round, who only says, we can get you in great shape, we can get you healthy in 30 minutes a day, that's a lot less of a time commitment, and they're more likely to spend a little bit more extra money to save that time so they can spend that time with their kids. And not only that, but 9-round makes it very easy. They offer a dietitian, so they tell you exactly what you need to eat, and they give you the opportunity to pay for a personal trainer, as well as group classes, which can be very motivational for people who struggle with motivation. But like I said, their website is just phenomenal, and it's very clear, very, very concise, which is extremely, extremely important for a business trying to maintain and expand their consumer base. I also love that their website had all the links to their social media at the bottom of it. So if you scroll to the very bottom of their website, you could see the links to their social media. Like I said, they have Facebook, they have Twitter, they have Instagram, and they have YouTube. And from what I noticed, 9-round does a great job of utilizing all of those social media channels. They stay activated, they keep up with all the social media's channels that I mentioned. And the only one that I would say that I personally could see them using more is YouTube. I feel like there's a big market for YouTube right now. I think vlogs are huge, and I think that it would be really cool to see a daily vlog of possibly what it's like to go to the gym or be a member. Just what does it look like to be the average person to go, or maybe what does it look like in the daily life of a trainer? And not only would that be helpful and possibly convincing and reaching new consumers, but that also would be a new avenue of revenue for 9-round. That would allow them to make more money through YouTube advertisements and things like that. And so I think YouTube could be something that they could focus on in the future. I thought they did a great job with their Facebook and their Twitter and their Instagram. They made their Instagram and Twitter look really young and inviting, which is smart because that's typically who uses those social media channels. While their Facebook is not boring, but it definitely is focused to a little bit of an older, type audience, which is smart, I think. I think why make Facebook young if most of the people who use Facebook are going to be a little bit older? And that's the beauty around 9-round is you could be a young high schooler who wants to get in shape or wants to train, or you could be a mom or a dad or someone who's retired, and they have classes at all levels. It's a very, very brilliant business, and they do a great job backing it on social media. So overall, I wouldn't really change anything. I think, there are things in places they could change. Like I said, YouTube, they could improve a little bit, but overall, they did a great job on social media, and I really, really enjoyed taking a look at 9-round and their social media channels this semester, and I feel like I learned a lot. Thank you, guys.